No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in.
All right, what's up, Refuse to Lose family? Today is a freestyle Sunday. We're doing a selection Sunday for college basketball. I got my boy Carl with me. What's going on, Carl?
Yes, sir. How we doing, Dave? It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It sure is. It sure is. I came home just in time just to be able to get everything on. Like I said, it's a freestyle, so I ain't really got to do too much for the intro. Just make sure you like, share, subscribe. Comments are open. If somebody wants to join the show so they can be a part of the selection Sunday, you're definitely open to doing so. Like I said, it's a freestyle. So if you want to be able to join, you can join. Let us know. You can join just to be your first time actually being on the show. This won't count for you being on the Instagram chats because it's a freestyle, but you get an opportunity to be on the show today.
Definitely give us your opinions on the matchups as we announce them. We need them.
Facts. So the South region has already been announced. So we know Alabama is the number one seed in the South. I think I'm a little shocked that like Carl said, I'm a little shocked they're not number one overall. But I don't know. Let's see how it's gonna go. Carl, go ahead and talk about who's in the South region.
I would love to, but they're about to announce the Midwest bracket, so we gotta focus on that. And Houston just won the number one seed in the Midwest bracket, even though they just lost the American Conference Championship to Memphis.
Wow.
So Houston is number one. And excuse me, guys, if y'all see me get in and out the camera, I am writing these down so we can talk about it and not try to like freestyle off the top of my head. Try to remember, this was a what seed? This was what seed? I'm gonna write it out so we can give you our full analysis. So Houston is the number one seed in the Midwest region.
Wow, Houston. I wonder who they're gonna match him up with.
And they are taking all day. But Houston, well deserved, by the way, like I said. I mean, yeah, they lost the AAC championship game to Memphis, but Marcus Sasser didn't play. He was out. They are playing Northern Kentucky. Wow. The team that I thought would upset somebody, the Norse, plays Houston. Well, I take that back, Norse. Y'all not upsetting Houston.
Yeah, Houston's too good. Houston is too good. Yeah, I'm actually writing it down myself too, just so I can have it.
Cool. The 8 seed is Iowa.
Ooh.
The 9 seed is Auburn. That is going to be a battle.
I might pick Auburn on that one.
I might have to roll with the Big Ten on that one. Auburn's been a little inconsistent all year. The 5, I didn't add much analysis because they've been okay. The 5 seed, the U, which is crazy. I don't know how they're a 5 seed.
5 seed? I thought they would be like a 3 or 2 seed.
I thought they would be higher too because they were the co-ACC regular season champs. They did make it to the ACC championship semifinals, but they got them as a 5 seed going against Drake.
It might be because of the injury to Amari.
I don't know if it's the injury. I don't know if it's because we had some upsets and the top 25 come from the conference championships. I don't know what it is. I think they got screwed being a 5 seed, but I don't make these brackets. I just talk about them. The 4th seed, Indiana University. And they will be playing Kent State. Oof. Another team I thought would upset somebody.
Seems like they're trying to match up people without that, so they won't have too many upsets this year.
I don't know. Iowa State is the 6th seed in that region. And this the Midwest region, but they're playing in North Carolina. I mean, hey, they play the winner of Mississippi State and Pitt in the round of 68.
That's the 11th seed, right?
Yes, sir. So Mississippi State and Pitt will either play. They will play Wednesday to see who gets in the field of 64.
I got Pitt in that game.
So they were part of the last 4 in, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, Pitt was what, 3rd in the ACC?
Yeah.
Kind of shows the lack of respect they get at ACC. You had the co-ACC champs. A 5th seed, UVA, was co-ACC champs, 4th seed, but UVA did make the ACC championship. But the 3 seed, we got Xavier University versus Kennesaw State. This bracket in the Midwest is almost filled. We got 4 teams left, Dave. The 7th seed, 10, 2, and 15.
Yep.
2 seed is interesting because I don't know if they really going to give Kansas a 1 seed, or since they got blown out by Texas, they might have dropped to the 2 seed.
I won't be shocked if they give us the 2 seed in the Midwest.
I don't know if they're going to be y'all 2 seed. I told Ty in the chat, I think Duke is going to get a 4 seed. They just showed Texas A&M. Texas A&M is the 7th seed.
Oh, wow.
Fresh off a blowout and ruining my parlay today. And they will play Penn State. Wow.
Penn State? Ooh.
State. Now, if y'all know me, I've been rooting for Penn State. I told Trent like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, Penn State still has a chance to get in the tournament. He was kind of down. Texas is the number 2 seed. Sorry, I got to stop my sentence. Texas is the number 2 seed.
And who was the 15th seed? That's what I want to know now.
And the 15th seed is Colgate University out of the Patriot League.
Oh, yeah, Texas going. I got Texas winning that game.
And that is the Midwest bracket. Dave, thoughts about the Midwest?
Ooh, I'm a little shocked. Miami's the 5th seed. That's a little crazy.
I agree.
Miami been balling all year. I understand Amari got hurt in the semifinals, but I don't think it's going to be that bad.
I agree. I think he's coming back. I think he'll be back for the tournament.
Yeah, I think he is too. Also, I think that's a good matchup between Iowa and Auburn, like you said. That's going to be a good game. Like I said, the last 4 in between Mississippi State and Pitt, I think that's going to be good. I got Pitt winning that, but
okay.
That's going to be good. Penn State and Texas A&M, that's a toss-up. I think
that's a great game.
That's a toss-up to me. I don't know. I'm picking Texas A&M, but I won't be surprised if Penn State wins.
All right, so I'm going to piggyback off you. Like I said, with that Miami 5th seed is disrespectful. I think they should have been a 4, maybe a 3. But, again, we just talk about them. We don't make them. And I know making these brackets are hard. The Auburn-Iowa game, Auburn, man, inconsistent all year. I think Auburn actually got in the tournament based off being the Auburn last year. I just didn't see too much out of Auburn this year. That was really good. The game I like, Kent State, Indiana. Indiana probably has the best player on this floor with Trace Jackson Davis, no question. Mm-hmm. But Kent State has the best bucket getter on the floor in Sincere Carey. If you've watched Kent State play this year, Sincere Carey is a bucket. He just put up 4, maybe. I think he put up 24. I kind of cut it off when they were doing a free throw situation, but he put up 24 against Toledo in the MAC championship. He was the main and sole reason why I picked Kent State to win the MAC championship, the MAC tournament, excuse me. Sincere Carey is just a bucket. I can't say it enough. If you watch him play, the ways he can score from 3, getting to the cup, the man is just flat out tough. Another game in that region that I like, Texas A&M, Penn State. I wanted to talk about that game for a second. Texas A&M got a former Big Ten Michigan State guy in Julius Marble, so he's used to seeing this Penn State team. And he will tell you, these Nittany Lions are scrappy. Jalen Pickett might be the best player on the floor. Jalen Pickett can do it all. Rebound, pass, shoot, post up, get to the cup. Jalen Pickett does it all. He's going to be the guy to watch. He's the main reason why I wanted Penn State to be in this tournament so badly. Then you got guys like Seth Lundy, the shooter Miles Dredd, Cam Winter, another shooter Funk. You got, man, Penn State is just a scrappy team. Now on the other end, you got the transfer Dexter Dennis from Wichita State. You got Wade Taylor, who's also a bucket, who he might give you a crazy shot here and there, but you'll take it because of what he does outside of that. Man,
Teddy. I don't mean to Teddy. If you want to join, let us know, man. I can send you the link so you can get on with us.
Yes, sir.
We doing this live and we freestyling, man. So if you want to join, let me know. Put it in the comment or just DM me. I can send you the link.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Midwest just finished, man. And Carl going over the teams right now. Go ahead, Carl.
All right. So after that, I just want to give a quick shout out because I thought they might upset somebody, but Northern Kentucky, I've been a fan since last year. You got the young guy Sam Vincent. You got Marquise Ward, who's also a bucket. Trayvon Faulkner, who does all the dirty work. You got Trey Robinson, excuse me. Man, I like this North team. I wish they had a better matchup. But, man, I think Houston, if Marcus Harris to come back, is going to dominate because Houston is just so great offensively and defensively. They have a lotto pick with Jarris Walker. They just got a lot of good pieces there in Houston that just makes them a great, like I said, offensive and defensive team. Now, granted, they did lose to Memphis in the AAC championship game today, but that's because they was missing the AAC Player of the Year, Marcus Sasser. He didn't play today. Memphis not no slouches. Kendrick Davis is a dog point guard. They just beat him.
Man, I think this is, even though I think Miami should have been 4 or even 3, I still think this is a really good region.
Yes,
it's some fire matchups in this region, man. I can't wait to watch Texas A&M and Penn State. I think that's going to be really good. I think the Iowa State game is going to be good too. I wouldn't be surprised if Pitt or Mississippi State upset them. That's going to be
Iowa State. The one thing I'll say about Iowa State plays up the competition. If you're a high seed, they're going to bring it. So the fact that they're the higher seed, it may change things, but
it could go against them. It could definitely go against them. I definitely want to. I gotta watch some more highlights of Drake to see how well they match up against Miami. Like I said, I think Omari he'll be available for that game, but if he doesn't, it does change some things.
All right, Dave. The show is back, and Kansas is the 1 seed in the West.
Okay.
So Kansas remains the 1 seed, even though they got smacked by 20 against Texas in the championship game, and they lost by 16 or so to Texas late in the season. Texas got Kansas' number, but Kansas gets the nod. All right, and Kansas will play Howard University.
Oh, sorry, Howard.
Howard about to get out of there.
I'm sorry, Howard. I'm glad you got in there because you represent the DMV, but you're gone.
The 8th seed is Arkansas, and they will play Illinois. Ooh, that is a good game.
Ooh, I think I got Illinois.
I don't know. I might be with you. Man, I'll say more later, but that's a good game. My brain is racking. I can't pick a winner in that right now. 5 seed, we got St. Mary's from the WCC. And they will be playing VCU, who VCU just won the A-10 tournament earlier today. And the 4 seed is UConn. Now, I'm not going to lie. I did say I think UConn will be upset by somebody before the bracket is laid. And
my brother's happy about that.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie. I'm not high on UConn this year. I'm not going to lie to you. But UConn will play Iona Gales, and Rick Pitino.
Iona is nice.
I don't know if I got Iona coming out of that one, though. Now, what I will say is UConn did get upset by New Mexico State, which I called last year. The 6th seed is TCU.
Okay, TCU.
And they will play.
This got to be the other last 4 in.
They play the winner between Arizona State and Nevada. So Nevada gets in the tournament. I know Nevada was real. It looked real bad for Nevada when they lost to San Jose State in the Mountain West tournament. They hopes look real low, but they got in. So that means somebody got out. Gonzaga is the 3 seed. I'm surprised they put Gonzaga and St. Mary's in the same region. And they play Grand Canyon.
It's the 14 seed, right?
Yep. The 7 seed and the 2 seed play in Sacramento. The 7 seed is Northwestern University.
Hmm.
Dang, that means Michigan State probably going to be an 8 seed or a 9. And they play Boise State.
That's an interesting game.
Give me Northwestern. I love Marcus Shaver and the coach's son to death, but give me Northwestern. Boo Boy and Chase D just too much.
So who's 2?
They about to announce it is UCLA, which is crazy. How is UCLA a 2 seed?
Wow.
Well, I think UCLA became a 2 seed when they lost to Arizona last night in the Pac-12 championship.
Probably so.
And UCLA will play UNC Asheville. And that is the West region.
So all
Michigan State looks like we're in the East, my boys.
Looks like we. Wow.
Oh, we're in y'all region.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Makes things a little interesting.
Okay. Oh, that's. It'll be interesting if we match up against each other.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just writing the pre-brackets for the last region. Give me 1 second. All right, Dave, you want to start this one off, or you want me to start the West off?
Yeah. How's it? You start. I started off Midwest. I want you to start off this one.
All right, so the West. I'll go down the line real quick. This Kansas Howard game. Get Howard out of here. I'm sorry.
Easy dub. Kansas. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry how you got it there, but
hey, appreciate you representing for the DMV, but we gotta get you up out of there. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like Dave said, Arkansas, Illinois. Whew. What a game. What a game. I think this is going to be a fast-paced, high-scoring game. You got guys like Anthony Black on Arkansas, Debo Davis. I'm blanking on one, brother. Ricky Council. Ricky Council's man, I love Ricky Council game. Then you got guys like Terrence Shannon on Illinois, Matthew Meyer, the transfer from Baylor. You got, man, it's just going to be, I think it's going to be high scoring, fast paced. I can't even contain myself how much I love that game.
Yeah, I could tell.
Then St. Mary's, VCU. I got St. Mary's. I love Logan Johnson. I love Mahaney. But I think St. Mary's is going to be too much for VCU. UConn, Iona, Rick Pitino, the allegations are finally, I guess, leaving people's mind because Rick Pitino is being considered for higher jobs now again. But I got UConn.
Is he considered for Texas, I think?
Nah, I think it's Texas Tech.
Texas
Tech. But I got UConn. I was one of those guys that was saying, hey, UConn going to get upset first round, but I don't like this matchup for Iona. TCU, Arizona State / Nevada. I think the winner of Arizona State, Nevada is going to lose to Mike Miles and TCU. I love Mike Miles. Mike Miles, the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. Jalen Wilson actually won Big 12 Player of the Year with Kansas on a great bounce back season. But I think the big key with TCU is if Eddie Lampkin comes back. I don't know if he's back yet. I don't know if he will be back. But I'm going to still roll with Mike Miles and Ball and those guards at TCU. Love Jared Lucas. I love Jared Lucas for Nevada. People don't remember 2 years ago what Jared Lucas and Ethan Thompson did for Oregon State, making it, I think, to the Elite Eight at Oregon State when they came in as a team that didn't have I don't think they even had a winning record, but won the Pac-12 championship. They came in with that magic, upset a lot of teams. Man, Jared Lucas was a part of that. And if on the Arizona State side, you got Coach Hurley. Coach Hurley is a great coach. Arizona State got a good roster. But, yeah, I think TCU wins that. Gonzaga, Grand Canyon. We all seen this movie with Gonzaga. They're going to win the first couple rounds. Then they're going to run into a bully, not a bully, but like a Power 5 team, and they might be a little too much. So I got Gonzaga going out against Grand Canyon and winning that. Northwestern, Boise State, I kind of alluded to earlier. Chase Dees and Boo Boy is going to be too much for Boise State with Marcus Shaver. And lastly, UCLA, UNC Asheville. Look, get them out of here.
I got UCLA.
Get them out of here. The team I had winning this region, UCLA. UCLA has been hot. UCLA played well all year. They're a veteran-led team with Tiger Campbell and Jaime Jaquez. They got the young guy, Amari Bailey. Jalen Clark might be back for the tournament. He missed the whole Pac-12 tournament. They didn't miss a beat. So give me UCLA to win this whole region.
I'm going to go with someone else to win the region. I got St. Mary's winning this region. I think St. Mary's got a chance to win this region.
Please explain.
I like the way that they played, especially when I saw them go against Gonzaga. I think that was a really good game. I don't know, man. I got a feeling that UCLA going to get caught by somebody, surprisingly. Because they would play 7 and 10, right?
Yeah, they would play the winner of Northwestern Boise State.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I think they'd be able to beat Northwestern or Boise State, honestly. But I don't know. I just like the team, man. I like the way that I like the way they've been coached all year. Like you said, I'm surprised that they have them and Gonzaga in the same region. But I'm going off a gut feeling. I just got a gut feeling that St. Mary's might come out this region. If not, my next best bet is UCLA.
I feel it. I'm not mad at it. So Purdue got the number 1 seed in the East region, and they played. That's wrong. They said they played the winner of Seymour State and Howard, but they just said Howard plays Kansas.
Yeah.
And they said Seymour State plays. That was in the South, so that was before the show. Oh, here you go. They fixed it. It's Texas Southern and Fairleigh Dickinson. And the 8th seed is Memphis, which I think is very disrespectful, but we can get to that later.
Yeah. You said 16 was who again?
Texas Southern and FDU. Ooh, Memphis plays Florida Atlantic.
Ooh.
Another 30-win team. And Florida Atlantic won in blowout fashion against UAB in the Conference USA Championship. Another team that messed up a ticket, but it is what it is. Ain't none of them games. Oh, Duke's the 5th seed. Wow. Not a 4.
5th seed? That's disrespectful.
5th seed. That's, again, I think that's very disrespectful, but hey, look, you know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all play Oral Roberts and Max A. Smith.
Okay, I think we can pull that out.
Hey, Oral Roberts got a big that can match Kyle now. Kyle and Whitehead. All right, yes. The 4th seed. So we're not gonna play y'all in no Sweet 16. Because we're not gonna be a 4 or 13. Tennessee is the 4th seed.
Tennessee, okay.
Tennessee has been playing bad basketball lately.
How they get put ahead of us? That's crazy.
I have no idea. And they played the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. I think it's gonna be a close game or closer game, but I think Tennessee wins it. The 6 and 11. I think we're not at 8 or not. This is probably us, or we're gonna be a 10 seed. The 6 seed, University of Kentucky.
Ooh, Kentucky. Dang, we in the same region, Kentucky. Okay.
So y'all got us and Kentucky. And don't sleep on Memphis and Purdue. And Kentucky plays Providence. That's a game. I might have the upset. Devin Carter, Jared Bynum, Ed Croswell. Ooh, I might have the upset. The only thing is they ain't got nobody for Big Oscar. Oh, did I write that wrong? This supposed to be 314. Oops, let me switch that.
Yeah, I had just put down 7-10.
Kansas State got the 3 seed?
What?
Over y'all?
Well, that's ridiculous. That's
Hey, look,
ridiculous.
like I said, I don't make them. I just talk about them. Kansas State is the 3 seed going against Montana State.
That's disrespectful.
I agree, but you know my motto.
I know you don't care.
You know my motto, and we got 4 more teams left, Dave. 4 more teams. Michigan State is a 7 seed. Shout out my boys. Yeah. 7 seed, baby. Who we playing in Columbus, Ohio? We play USC. Oh my God. Oh my God, man.
That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be a tough game for sure. We got there with Boogie Ellis.
Woo.
And Marquette is the 2 seed. So even if we win, we gotta play Marquette. Oh my, they did us dirty. They did us dirty.
This is like the toughest region.
They did us dirty. Oh, this is for sure. They did us dirty. Because Marquette is getting whoever the 15 seed up out of here. Vermont. Ooh.
Yeah, they gonna win that.
Ooh, hold on. It's some teams. Hold on. Rutgers didn't make it.
What?
Rutgers didn't make it.
Wow.
Rutgers did not make it. What's some teams that ain't make it now? Wow. Rutgers ain't make it. I gotta look on Joe Lunardi Twitter. We could talk about this. Ooh. We could for sure talk about this. Dave, you want to talk about the East since I started the last one?
Yeah, first of all, it's disrespectful. At 5. Y'all got Kansas State and Tennessee over us. That's crazy. That's crazy. We should be at bare minimum. In this region, we should be 3. We should be 3.
I agree. I completely agree.
We should be playing Montana right now. That's crazy. We went on a 9-game win streak and won the ACC tournament. Swept UNC, of course. UNC is not in the tourney. I'm very happy about that.
Michigan didn't make it in. Boo blue.
Michigan didn't make it in. Ohio State ain't make it in.
No sir.
Ooh,
Vandy sucks, man. It sucks that Vandy didn't make it, man.
I thought Vandy was going to get in, man. The way they was playing, I thought they was going to get in. That's crazy.
I thought so too. Finishing the year off beating Kentucky in a tournament. I think they beat Tennessee. I think the blowout against Texas A&M did not help, though. I think if they'd have lost a close one, it probably would have helped more. But the fact that they got blown out sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Big Ten leads again with the most teams, tied for the most teams in the March Madness with 8. Us and SEC got 8.
Mm-hmm. How many?
So the last 4 out, sorry, Dave, was Oklahoma State, Rutgers, North Carolina, and Clemson. The last 4 in was Mississippi State, Pitt, Arizona State, and Nevada.
Ooh, what was the last 4 out again? Say it again.
Oklahoma State,
I know Rutgers, it was USC, Rutgers,
North Carolina, and Clemson.
Ooh.
So 2 ACC teams, a Big Ten team, and a SEC. No, Oklahoma State is the Big 12.
Ooh, that's
I'm gonna
2
tell you right now.
That's 2 ACC teams, though.
The shocker out of the last 4 in was Nevada. I didn't think they was going to give it to Nevada, and I thought Rutgers was safely in, but I guess not.
Yeah, I thought so too. After those wins that they had, I thought they was going to be in, but I guess they weren't impressed.
Yeah, Lunardi had them top of the last 4 in, but they dropped. They didn't get in. They actually switching up with Nevada for real from what he had.
Wow.
Crazy. Man, so yeah, Dave, the floor is yours with the East. And then we could double back to the South.
I'm definitely upset. I'm still upset that we're the 5th seed, but it's all good. I think we got a good matchup with Oral Roberts. That Memphis and Florida Atlantic, I think that's gonna be a crazy good game. Florida Atlantic may pull that off, but Memphis has played well. I think that's gonna be good. Tennessee and Raging Cajuns, I think that, like you said, I think that's gonna be a close game, but I think Tennessee will pull that out. Kentucky got a tough game against Providence, even though Kentucky's a higher seed. Providence can ball; they can ball, so that could be an upset right there. And y'all against USC, that could be an upset too. That could definitely be an upset too, right? I'm giving y'all the edge right now, but I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. And my mind may change tomorrow, but
I don't blame you on that either.
I'm giving y'all the edge right now, and I don't think Vermont has a chance to beat Marquette. I think Marquette can that easily. I don't see a blowout, but I think that's an easy dub. I think they're gonna win that without even breaking a sweat for real, for real. And Purdue playing against Texas Southern. I mean, that's a W for Purdue.
Well, they play the winner of Texas Southern and FDU, but I feel either way, whoever wins, Purdue is gonna go ahead and get them out the way.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get them out the way. That's that. I don't think that's a hard matchup for them. But this to me is by far the toughest region out of all the regions.
It's tough.
Anybody can come out of this between Purdue, Duke, Marquette. Because I think even if y'all get past USC, I don't have y'all beating Marquette.
Neither do I, bro. Neither do I.
And Kansas State, I think got to beat Montana, but they can lose the very next round.
All right, so I got Kansas State going to the Sweet 16. I got Providence in the upset over Kentucky. Even though I know they don't have nobody for Oscar Sheway, they don't. But they can use team defense against them to, double in the post, force kickouts, make Kentucky have to make threes. And I think Providence can outscore them. I mean, the obvious object of basketball is outscoring, but you know what I mean. Like they can.
They got good offense.
Yeah, they'll turn it into a high-scoring game, and I think they can win that way. I ain't worried about tie right now. I mean, it's very well true. We could lose in the round of 64. I'm not going to discount USC. USC is. Really
I didn't even notice Teddy's in.
Oh shoot! What up, Teddy?
What up, Ted?
What up, fellas?
Man,
up, Teddy?
disrespected us, Teddy. They got us at the 5th seed in the East region, bro.
If Tomo was here, I would have him play the clapping sound effects.
Whatever. They've been doubting us all year.
Y'all been doubting y'all all year.
That's all good, man. I'm woo.
Teddy, you got any input?
That's a tough region. Yeah, you got any input on this, Teddy?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough region. I definitely see USC beating Michigan State. That's tough. And that Providence matchup as well.
Yeah, to me, that's the toughest. The toughest game to me is Michigan State and USC. That can go either way.
Yeah, definitely. And
it's tough. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm very upset they did us so dirty. They did us. I'd rather be. Dang, I didn't think it was gonna be a 7. I thought it was gonna be like an 8 or 9. I'd take 8 or 9. Put Memphis in our spot. How we above Memphis? Crazy. I take Memphis spot. I'll take FAU and then maybe a rematch with Purdue. I take that because at least we got familiarity with Purdue. But man, look, first I'm gonna start by saying I don't have Purdue winning this region. I think Purdue biggest matchup or biggest mismatch has always been Zach Edey. Now I think the winner. I think if Memphis beats Purdue, I think Memphis will play Purdue tough. Memphis got Dandridge, DeAndre Williams, Kendrick Davis, who shout out to Kendrick Davis, put in 2 or 3 years, great years at SMU. SMU had a coaching change. He decided to transfer. He went to Penny, and he's been able to display his talents on a bigger stage at Memphis. Got Memphis an AAC championship. Kendrick Davis is a baller. I love Kendrick Davis. I love his game. He's one of my favorite point guards in the country. So first of all, shout out him. Now, granted, that being said, Purdue has a solid team around Zach Edey. I won't discredit them. They have a great coach in Matt Painter. I won't discredit that either. But Penny is really a good coach. I remember Penny was on the hot seat probably 2 years ago, but I think Penny has shut his doubters up, and I'm so happy he's done that because I think he wasn't giving him a fair chance.
We talked about that before the show, how they was disrespecting him 2 years ago, man. And now look at what he's doing with this.
Yeah, I think they expected Penny to do way too much and way too little time, like a lot of people do with this whole instant gratification. But he stuck through it. Memphis stuck with him, and now look at him. So I'm so happy that's happened. So I want to talk about this Duke Oral Roberts matchup, though. I think this game is going to be better than what people anticipate. People might hear, it's Oral Roberts. Who are they? They Summit League, whatever, boom, boom, boom. They had a prolific scorer. Yeah. Max Asmith might be short, But one thing he can do is put that ball in that basket, and he does it very well and at a very high clip. Rebuttal,
Yeah,
Teddy?
Roach is
Last
a
time
good defender, though.
ball that can score, CJ McCollum,
Very
2020.
Lehigh University. You are absolutely correct.
Out first round. Ruined my entire freshman year.
So that's hey, look, very good point by Teddy. So
That
I don't
scares
know.
me. That scares me a little bit, but I think our defense has improved these last on this 9-game win streak. So I think we got a good chance to still eke it out. And I like Roach. I like Roach going up against him. Roach is a really good defender.
Yeah, that's a really good matchup. That's a
and he's
really good matchup.
look, he's a senior, so he knows what it takes. So I got my trust in him. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a close game, just like you think. But I still got his edge in this out.
Another point I want to bring up. I don't know if y'all remember, 2 years ago, Oral Roberts came in low seed. Same thing as Oregon State. Beat Florida. I think they beat Texas Tech. I know they went on a run. They went on a crazy run for Oral Roberts. That's what Max Asmus made his name. Him and Kevin O'Banner. No, Kevin O'Banner ended up going to Texas Tech. That's what it was. But I know they made a run. I know they beat Florida. I remember that game specifically because they was down big, came back and won. I think they ended up losing to Arkansas, but they made a run before, and they have a big. Oral Roberts has a big that can match Kyle and Derek Likely. So they're not going to have too much of a size advantage against Oral Roberts. So I do like that matchup. Another matchup, like Dave talked about earlier, Kentucky Providence. I know I just said I got Providence in the upset, but I keep going back and forth in my head. Like, I want to give Providence the upset, but Oscar Sheepway just keep playing in the back of my head. He's a 15-20 rebound guy. He's a big guy. Yeah, he's undersized. He's 6'9", but when I say big, I mean muscular, not tall. So he's a big guy for 6'9". He's a great rebounder. He's Providence don't really have a guy to match his size, and it kind of hurts them when they play teams like UConn in the Big East with Adama Sanogo. So that's kind of in the back of my mind. So I keep going back and forth with Kentucky Providence. MSU USC, like they both brought up, this is going to be a tough game. USC got a bucket like Boogie Ellis. You got a shooter with Drew Peterson. You got pieces with Reese Dixon. Excuse me. So USC is a good team. They're well coached. I think their coach is Andy Enfield. So they're a well coached team with Andy Enfield. If I said his name correctly, if I didn't, I apologize. But you got my boys. My boys play defense. And you got a bucket himself with Tyson Walker. Second team All Big 12. You got Biggs, Jackson Cole. I know he's a freshman, but he's been playing well lately. You got Jaden Akins, he's going to be an X factor that game. You got AJ Hogarth, another X factor. When he's locked in, he's really tough to stop from going downhill. So it's going to be a tough one. But I want to talk about Marquette. And Marquette has the Big East Player of the Year in Tyler Kolek. And I love Tyler Kolek's game. I wish Tyler Kolek would shoot more at times, but he runs the floor. He makes the right pass. They play defense. He can score when he has that mentality to score. But Tyler Kolek is just a really great player. You got Cam Jones who can score. He has NBA range. He can shoot the lights out the ball. You got the bigs with Hedebo, and excuse me if I pronounce his name wrong. It's one of those foreign names, so I might mispronounce it. You got Prosper. You got pieces in Marquette, and Marquette plays really good defense and offense as well. So there'll be a team to look out for to come out this region. Now, who do I have coming out this region? Whew. That's tough. Part of me wants to say Marquette, but we all seen Shaka Smart as well in the tournament. Mm-hmm. Texas loses to Abilene Christian with Joe Pleasant. He's underperformed in the tournament. I think this might be his best team he had, but we still have to see him do it in the tournament. So with that being said, it pains me to say it. It really does. But I might have Duke coming out this tournament.
I had a feeling you was about to go that route.
I might have Duke coming out this bracket. Not the tournament, excuse me, out this bracket. 9 straight. They're peaking at the right time to peak. They just won the ACC tournament. They have beaten 2 great teams in UVA and the U while showing that they can play. Well, the U, they didn't really play too much great defense. They were more so just out rebounding, getting second chance points, stuff like that. But the UVA played defense, beat them at their own game. So, man, Duke has shown they can win in multiple ways. They're hot. Man, I might have Duke out this East region.
Yeah. I do too, but it's more so because of the matchups that we have right now. I think we can. I'm almost certain we can beat Tennessee if Tennessee beats the Raging Cajuns. Um, and then after that's all between Purdue and Memphis. And that's if Memphis is able to beat Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic is a good team, but I'm picking Memphis in that matchup. And if Memphis goes against Purdue, I think Memphis can edge them. Honestly,
I think they can too.
So I think if that happens to be in a matchup, I'm gonna go with Memphis, and we could beat Memphis. So we beat Memphis, then that gives us a matchup either against Providence or Marquette, because I got Marquette. I got Marquette being Vermont, and then and then winning that next matchup between Michigan State and USC. So if that happens, I don't see how anyone else, because I don't think Kansas State is that good. Like I said, I feel shocked.
I disagree. I don't think they're a 3 seed, but I think they're a really good team.
I'm talking about compared to us.
Okay.
I don't think they should have gotten that 3 seed, but it's cool. I for sure got them beating Montana and then beating and winning that matchup between Kentucky and Providence. But like I said, I don't got Kansas State beating Marquette.
I feel you. I don't think I got Kansas State and beating Marquette either. The only thing is, like I said, besides the one VCU year with Shaka Smart made his run with VCU. Then at Texas, he did poorly in the tournament, and even in Marquette, he didn't do well in the tournament either. So he has to show and prove that he can do this, and he's not just a one tournament wonder. So that's my only doubt with Shaka Smart. I love Shaka Smart as a coach, but he got to show me he can do it, and he's just not a one tournament wonder.
Yeah, and I pulled up the Oral Roberts in 2021. So they beat Ohio State as the 15th seed, and then they beat Florida, like you said. So they beat Ohio State 75-72 in OT, and then they beat Florida, who was the number 7 seed that year, 81-78.
And then they lost to Arkansas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and that was they were the second 15 seed to advance to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, because I remember Florida had Trey Mann, and they beat them. And Arkansas had, I want to say they had Deshaun Thomas, but it might have been Jalen Williams. And they had, what's the ball handler name? Oh, he was a bucket too, and I'm forgetting his name. They had Matt Jones, who's the dude from Duke, brother. I want to say they had Isaiah Joe, but I'm not sure if that was a year before with Isaiah Joe. And they had one more guy. Was it Desi Seals? I think it was Desi Seals.
I can't remember. I'm looking at the roster right now.
I think it was Matt Jones, Jalen Williams, Desi Seals, and Isaiah Joe. I think those were like the 4 key guys on that team. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm blanking. It was like 2-3 years ago. I'm trying to dig in my memory banks on that team. That team made it to the Elite Eight. Who they lose to in that Elite Eight?
Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at Oral Roberts roster.
Yeah, Oral Roberts was like Kevin O'Banner and Max Asmith.
Yeah.
Man, hold on. But I remember that Arkansas team.
It was Stanley, Jalen Williams,
Yep.
Devontae Davis, Chris Likes, Trey Wade, Kamani Johnson, Connor Vanover, Jackson Robinson, Caden Robinson, Chance Moore, Cade, Lawson Blake. They had Stanley. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Umude.
Yeah,
and JD.
JD Notae. That's who I was thinking about. JD Notae, right?
Yep,
that's what I was thinking about. So the year before was Isaiah Joe and Matt Jones. Excuse me. So yeah, they left already. But JD Notae was one of the guys that they had. That's what I couldn't think of, because I think that was like the leading scorer. But yeah, Chris Likes was on that team. That was before he went to the U. I forgot he was on that team.
Yeah, he was. JD was averaging 18 and 4. 18
yeah.
4.
He was 18 and 4.
18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Yeah, my bad, JD. I can't believe I forgot your name, big dog. I remember what you did though, but yeah. So I
Shoot,
remember they ran up.
Jalen Williams was almost averaging a double-double.
Hey, Jalen Williams had a great tournament.
He was
He had a great
averaging.
tournament.
He was averaging. You might also say he was averaging a double-double. He was the average 10.9 points and 9.8 rebounds.
Yeah, he had a hell of a tournament, and he translated it the next year, and that's what got him drafted.
Mm-hmm.
But Dave, you want to run it to the South?
Yeah, because we didn't get a chance to talk about the South yet.
Sorry, fellas, the show started a little late. We missed the whole South bracket, but we wrote it down for y'all. You want me to start it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so the South region, as we discussed earlier, Alabama is the number 1 seed. Shout out to them. They deserved it. Just won the SEC tournament. Got a future Piston, Brandon Miller. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be rooting for Bama. And then we got Bama playing the winner of Texas A&M Corpus Christi and Seymour State. I personally have Seymour State winning that game. Seymour State has a dynamic scoring backcourt, and Christian Harris and Phillip Russell backcourt. I think Phillip Russell averages 18. Christian Harris averages 15. Phillip Russell is more of the shooter. Chris Harris is more the guy that can get to the basket. Then at 8-9, you got Maryland, West Virginia. What a classic matchup.
And
I know that's going to be a backyard brawl. So that's a game I'm really interested in watching. I think I got West Virginia. No offense to them Turtles, but I think I do have West Virginia coming out of that. I just think West Virginia is slightly the better team. I think this is a real good matchup. Then you have UVA versus Furman. UVA can potentially be on upset alert because of the way they can go on scoring droughts, and Furman can score the ball, but UVA also plays really good defense. So I would say look out for an upset in that game. And then you have the 5-12 San Diego State versus Charleston. And I've been screaming all year Charleston deserves to be in the tournament, even as at large. So what that means is even if they didn't win their conference tournament, I feel like they deserve to be in either way. So San Diego State, great defensive team. But same with UVA, can go on droughts of scoring, and that could hurt them going against a team like Charleston University. 6-11, you got Creighton versus NC State. Give me Creighton. You got the Big East Defensive Player of the Year and Ryan Kolkbrenner. You got Trey Alexander and I'm blanking on his name. Ryan Nembhard, his brother plays on the Pacers. Ryan Nembhard is a great guard. Both of them great guards. You got the Arthur Kaluma, the wild card, the Joker who can do it all. He's got NBA looks, Arthur Kaluma. Then you got NC State, you do have a great backcourt as well, though. You got Traquavion Smith and his running mate. They can score the ball, but I feel like NC State lacks defense, which can hurt them going against Creighton. You got Baylor versus UC Santa Barbara. Baylor, their strength is the backcourt. UC Santa Barbara, their strength is the backcourt. So it's going to be a guard-heavy game. With Baylor, you got the young freshman Keontae George. You got Adam Flagler, LJ Cryer. But with UC Santa Barbara, you got a bucket and AJ Mitchell. So there's going to be a lot of scoring in that game. Then you got the 17 seed with Mizzou versus Utah State. I love Mizzou. Mizzou went out and got the coach from Cleveland State last year who made it to the tournament. They went and got Dennis Gates. They actually just extended Dennis Gates. Then they got a couple players in Trago Million and Demoy Hodge from Cleveland State. Brought him with him. Got some familiarity with that team.
That boy nice.
Demoy Hodge, shooter, bucket. You got the point guard, the transfer from Clemson, Nick Honor, who's a defensive guard, really plays defense, can lock in, that boy defensively is tough, and then he can run an offense. You got the transfer from UNI with Noah Carter. Noah Carter is an undersized big, but he's also one of those bigger undersized bigs. And Utah State don't really got a big that can take advantage of that. I mean, they have a tall big man, but I don't think he's good enough to where he can take advantage of Noah Carter. Then you got the guy who's been there a while, and Kobe Brown. I love Kobe Brown game, even when Mizzou was not so good. I always like Kobe Brown. I thought he should have transferred before they did what they did now. He stuck it out, and now look where he got him. Got him to the tournament, so shout out to him. Utah State, on the other hand, they made a run in the Mountain West tournament to get here. Got to the Mountain West Championship, played San Diego State tight throughout the entire game. Just didn't have enough offense late in the game to win it. Yeah. But they got shooters. They got Ashworth. They got RJ Ertl Rock, who's not a shooter, but can get to the basket with the best of them. Drive to the cup with the best of them. You got I'm blanking on his name, but his number's number 2, and I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. But he's another shooter. But I think I'm gonna go with Mizzou coming out that one. I think Mizzou going to speed the game up, probably turn over Utah State a couple times, and just control the pace of the game and win it. And lastly, you got Arizona and Princeton. Not going to say much about this one. Give
Yeah,
me
Arizona.
in the matchup. Arizona is just a really good team. Got the transfer from Courtney Ramey. He turned them up this year. Courtney Ramey is the transfer. He's the transfer from Texas. He turned them up this year. So I give me Arizona in that game. Who I got coming out this region? So I want to say Alabama just because I don't think these teams in this region can score with Alabama.
Nah, I don't know who they got to stop Brandon Miller. I think Brandon Miller gonna cook.
Yeah, I got Bama coming out this region. I just like I said, I don't think they got like Brandon Miller is the best player in this region. Like Dave was saying, I don't think any team can score with Bama. The only team that can maybe score with Bama is Baylor, but Baylor against the non-con was hit or miss this year. You can maybe, I would know, because Bama, I think, did Bama and Creighton play this year? Creighton played somebody this year. I can't remember if it was Bama or not. I don't think it was Bama. But Bama was like undefeated, I think 12-0 up until a point. But give me Bama out this region. I would look up Bama's schedule to confirm that, but somebody else can take over the South region.
Yeah, I got so of course I got Alabama beating whoever comes out of that 16 matchup. That's an easy dub for me. Maryland versus West VA, like I said, I got West Virginia. That's a tough matchup. That's gonna be a gritty game. I think it's gonna be a tough defensive game. But I got West Virginia coming out of that. I'm definitely gonna be watching Virginia and Vermont closely. I think Virginia can win that because of their defense, but Furman can score, so that's the only thing that's giving me a little iffy about that one because Furman is a really good scoring team. San Diego State against Charleston. I got San Diego State in that. Even though I wouldn't be surprised if Charleston pulls that out. Creighton, NC State. I got Creighton in that game. I don't got too much confidence in NC State. Plus, I don't like them, so I could care less if they win that or not. Baylor, Barbara. I got Baylor in that game. Mizzou and Utah State. That's tough for me.
It's a tough one.
I think Mizzou has the edge, but right now I'm going with the upset. I think Utah State can win that game. I think they got enough scores on that team. They play good enough defense to be able to match up well against Mizzou. So I'm picking Utah State to win that, and then like you said, Arizona State, Princeton, Arizona easily in that one.
I want to correct one thing. Alabama did not start off 12-0. They did lose to UConn in the Phil Knight Invitational. I think UConn ended up winning that Phil Knight Invitational, if I remember correctly. So my bad on that, fellas. I just wanted to correct that.
That's all good, but just like you, I got Alabama winning this region. I just don't see who they're going to put against Brandon Miller, who they're going to be able to stop them. And even if you put somebody on him, he got good enough teammates around him to where he don't have to put up 40.
Yeah, you got Javon Quinterly.
We've seen him put up 41 points, so we know what he can do.
Yep.
Yeah. And Javon Quinterly is a really good point guard as well.
Exactly. So even if he don't get hot, he got somebody else on his team that can get hot. So I don't see how anyone – to me, this is probably the easiest region to pick.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. That's why I picked Bama. I'm like – I don't see guys in this region that really gives Bama too much of a threat.
No, I don't. I don't either. I think West VA is going to play good defense against them if they beat Maryland, but I don't got them win. I don't have them scoring enough to be able to beat Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And then even with that matchup, I don't got San Diego State or UVA beating them because UVA got the defense, but like you said,
they're not going to be able to score with them.
At all. We showed that against them because they only had like 20-something points. Well, not even that. They had 17 points at half against us in the ACC championship game.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to score with Bama. And Bama is playing good ball late in the year. Yeah, like I said, won the SEC tournament, won the SEC. Hey, Bama becoming a football and a basketball school. They're not just a football school no more.
Facts. They definitely becoming both now, especially with these NIL deals.
Man, hey, shout out to Nate Oates, man. Nate Oates turned this program around fast. Nate Nate Oates is what Memphis wanted Penny to be, but
Mhm.
it's easier to recruit. Yeah, I know Bama is Bama, but it's easier to recruit to a SEC Power 5 school than it is to an AAC mid-major.
Yep.
Exactly. Even though Memphis is more known for basketball than Alabama, it's still hard when it comes to Alabama. It's Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If I had a choice to go to either one, I would go to Bama.
So would I.
But Bama.
So, I like Penny. Get me wrong. I like Penny, but I'm going to
Love
Alabama.
Penny.
Yeah.
I'm going to Alabama every single chance.
Yep.
I don't think we picked the Midwest. I don't think we picked anybody come out of the Midwest though.
I don't think we did either, actually. So,
What are
Teddy,
some?
you ain't had nothing. I'm gonna say Teddy had something to say about the South.
Yeah. I like a couple upsets.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I like Furman to beat Virginia. I like that. I don't like the way that they're playing defensively, Virginia. I also like Utah State to beat Missouri.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth. I like Mizzou, but Utah State can shoot the rock. That's what I'm saying. They got shooters, and yeah, Mizzou like to play fast pace, but when you got shooters,
Utah State can play that fast pace too.
But I just think Nick Honor can lock down Ashworth. That's what I'm really banking on my Mizzou over Utah State.
Okay. And not really an upset, just number wise. I mean, West Virginia over Maryland.
I feel that.
I never really consider 8-9 an upset for
me neither.
That's close. 8-9 and 7-10 is kind of like a toss up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But other than that, I mean, Princeton there should be no reason why they should be at halftime. There's no reason. And if they are, I mean, it's March, so who knows?
Hey, shout out Alec Pierce's brother. Alec Pierce from the Colts. His brother plays for Princeton. He was balling in the first half from what I saw.
Oh, nice.
Well, he can ball all he want. They not being Arizona.
They
ain't being Arizona. I don't see that at all.
All
right, let's pick the Midwest. I'm gonna start off the Midwest. So I got Houston beating Northern Kentucky.
Sadly,
I already said I got Auburn beating Iowa. Even though Auburn hasn't played well, so it doesn't look like a good pick for me. But I'm gonna pick Auburn in this one. I got Miami beating Drake, even though Drake is good, so they can score. And to me, it all depends on if Amari plays or not. But I think he's going to play, so I'm picking Miami in that game. Kent State, Indiana, that could definitely be an upset to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with Kent State in that game.
Ooh, I might be right there with you.
I got Pitt. Of course, they playing against Mississippi State and Pitt. I got Pitt beating Mississippi State, and I got Pitt beating Iowa State. So I got another upset in that region as well. I got Xavier beating Kennesaw State.
Okay.
I got Penn State beating Texas A&M.
Okay.
And then I got Texas beating Colgate, of course.
Yeah.
Out of this region,
I know where I'm going. I'm easily going to.
I'm going Miami in this region.
Ooh, that's not where I'm going. I would let it hear your explanation why.
I got Miami in this region. I think just the way that they have played lately, that they're really good, even though they did lose to my Duke squad. But that's because Amari got hurt. I think if Amari had played, then if we won, it would have been a little closer than what it was.
Okay.
But Miami is a really good team. This has definitely been their year. Co-ACC champs. I definitely think they were ranked very low. I think they should have been at least a 3 seed.
I agree.
But I like their matchups. I think they could beat Kent State whenever Kent State beats Indiana. And I got them beating. I think they're a really good matchup against Houston. I think they could beat Houston in that matchup as well. The only thing that scares me with that pick is Texas. I think Texas has a good shot at beating Miami.
That's where I'm going in this region.
That's what I'm
But
going to. I'm going Texas too.
but I'm just going to go with what I've seen because I mean I haven't watched Texas that much, but me seeing how Miami has played, they play like a team that's just ready to ball out. So I'm going with Miami in the Midwest.
You want to go ahead, Teddy?
Yeah, I don't really see any upsets. I mean,
Turn some light on. Go ahead.
I like the Pitt Iowa State matchup. That's probably the only upset that I see happening.
So you got Pitt beating Mississippi State in the round of 68.
Yeah. Yep.
Might be surprising out there.
I got Texas coming out of this bracket. Yeah. I think this bracket is gonna just go according to plan, and just Texas is just gonna walk right in.
I can't have a double pick in this match in this region.
Nah, nope. One pick. One pick.
Because that Texas matchup really scares me.
One pick. Hey, look. Houston and Miami in the Sweet 16. Because I got Miami beating Drake, and I have them beating the winner of Indiana and Kent State, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if Kent State wins, because Kent State don't got the guards to match up with Miami. Miami guards goes too crazy. Like, the depth is crazy. But Houston, if Marcus Sasser comes back, again, top 5 offense, I think top 5 defense as well. They can be dangerous. The only reason why I'm not picking Houston is because Houston has I don't think they've made it yet. They've always been Elite 8, lose. They've always gotten right there, but hasn't gotten over that hump. Texas, I was big on Texas. I was big on the U coming out to start the year. I was big on the U, and I was big on Texas. Now,
yeah, I think me and you were big on you coming out.
Yeah. Texas is a team, another team made of all transfers. You got Marcus Carr, the transfer from Minnesota. You got Christian Bishop, the transfer from Creighton a couple years ago. You got Tyrese Hunter, the transfer from Iowa State. You got Serge Jabari Rice, the transfer from New Mexico State, who helped beat UConn in the first round last year with Teddy Buckets. They have a lot of transfer pieces that have made this team really good. And then you got guys like Brock Cunningham. I want to say Dylan Dessou was a transfer. I got to Google that. I don't want to be wrong here. So, Miami don't play VCU.
What are you talking about?
Miami don't play VCU, bro. VCU not even in the region.
They're not in the region, sir. And VCU, oh yeah, they are. They play against St. Mary's, but
no, they're not in this region. VCU not in this region. VCU in the West.
Yeah, they're in the West region.
We're talking about the Midwest, Ty.
Ty, what you talking about, man? Pay attention.
Hold on. While he did that, I'm glad he brought that comment up because I'm trying to find Dylan Dessou to see if he was a transfer. Now I can't remember. I want to say he's also a transfer. He's a transfer, yeah, from Vandy. Yup. So you got guys like that. Then you got the coach, the stand-in coach. I don't think Chris Beard ever got his job back from that allegation, but the stand-in coach has been coaching them really well. They've actually been on a tear since that whole situation happened. Beat Kansas by double digits multiple times. Won the Big 12 tournament, who I picked to win the Big 12 tournament. So, yeah, I really like Texas game. They got a top 3 backcourt, like I said, in the country, and I think that's really going to take them far. And they got the most important thing you need in the tournament, which is a closer. Marcus Carr is a closer. He's a guy with the game's close. You can give him the ball. He's going to get you a bucket. Same with Tyrese Hunter. Tyrese Hunter can do the same thing. The game's close. We need a bucket. You can put the ball in his hands. He can get you a bucket. So Serge Jabari Rice, he's a shooter. You got the pieces with what it takes to win and the national champion, win the tournament. So I'm gonna go them slightly, just because I haven't seen Houston do it yet. Now, if Houston can get there, and if Houston can do it, then I apologize. But right now, I haven't seen it. And Ty, it's no way. It's a way because it's March Madness. But I don't see that game even being close against Drake. Drake has droughts in scoring so badly, and the U, all they do is score. So I don't have them keeping pace with the U.
I think this game is at least won by 10, 15 points.
Yeah, I think it's a double-digit win too.
Because I don't see them being able to keep up with them.
Yeah,
VCU and St. Mary's,
I can somewhat see that.
I can see that. But I'm going with St. Mary's. Of
I am
course.
too. So
I'm
my
going
pick is the same as Teddy's though. Coming out the region, I got Texas coming out this region. Oh, Auburn and Iowa. Iowa, although have somewhat been inconsistent, they can score. Auburn, they're not the same defensive team as they were last year with Walker Kessler and Jabari Smith. So they're susceptible to scoring. Auburn got guards, but Auburn guards are sporadic. Katie Johnson, he'll jack a couple times. He'll put up a bunch of bad shots or make a bunch of bad mental errors. Wendell Green, same thing. He'll jack up some bad shots, do bad things in situations where you don't need them. So I just feel like Auburn plays too sporadic for a team like Iowa, who's well coached. They're not the greatest defensive team, but Chris Murray's a guy who can go get you 30. Patrick McCaffrey is a guy who can shoot the rock. They got shooters. It's Iowa. They always got a couple shooters. So I just think they'll be able to. Auburn will probably beat themselves in this game. That's why I got it.
No, I just got one thing to say for UNC.
You're done, son.
I just had to throw that out there real quick, But we got the region's pick. We got the region's pick.
You want to do a projected Final Four and who we got winning it?
Yeah, we could do that too. We definitely could do that too. So my Final Four is Miami, St. Mary's, Duke, and Alabama.
So mine is Bama. I got Bama, Texas, UCLA, and Duke. And I don't remember who played each other. I can't remember what regions are against each other.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But go ahead, Teddy. What's your Final Four?
I got Bama, Duke, Texas, and damn, this was tough. I'm gonna have to go UCLA.
So me and Teddy got the same Final Four.
Pretty much. I'm the only one that has Miami and St. Mary's.
So with that being said, if Duke plays UCLA, I'm sorry, Duke, I might got UCLA getting y'all up out of there in the Final Four. I think I might have UCLA winning it all. No. I take that back. I have Texas winning it all.
If we play against Alabama, I got us losing that. I don't see how we're gonna stop Brandon Miller.
I got guys though where Brandon Miller might go crazy, but it might not be enough.
Yeah, that's true. But
and y'all bigs are way better than their bigs.
That's true. Derek Likely is good. Definitely going to be able to handle the paint. But I got it. If we play in Texas, I got us losing.
I got Texas winning it all, man. I'm sorry. I'm super high on them guys. Now, when I'm super high on a team like that, they normally disappoint me lose second round. But I'm willing. I'm good enough saying that I got the winning it all. It's March, so if they don't, I mean, it's March. It happens.
This is bias, but I got Duke winning it all. It's bias, but I don't care. I got Duke winning it all. This is our shot to get into the championship. I think we have a really good shot this year. We got high at the right time, pretty much how UNC was. I hate to say this, but how UNC was last year. They got high at the right time, made it all the way to the championship, but lost. I got to get into the championship and actually winning it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Duke for the same reason. I don't want to see us lose again.
I do.
You know what?
Oh man, see, this changes it now.
Ooh, that mean UCLA and Texas. Ooh, that would be a crazy Final Four weekend. Duke, Bama, UCLA, Texas.
Still got.
I'm still going with Duke. I got confidence in my team. I'm still going with Duke. I know I said I think Alabama could beat us, but I got Duke, man.
I think I would have a Duke Texas championship.
If it's Duke Texas, I got us. I got
Texas, man.
In the championship. I feel like Texas would be able to get us if we played them in the Final Four. But in the championship game, I think that gives us enough time to prepare for them.
You only got one day. You got Sunday, baby. Championship Monday.
I know. that still gives us a break. We get a day break. That's good enough for me.
Man, well, I think this is a great show, fellas. I know this is going to be a great tournament. Then mostly y'all, especially with there's no favorites, like no clear favorites.
None.
I think it's going to be a great tournament.
Not at all. But great show.
I can't wait. I'm excited. Tuesday can't come fast enough.
Yep. It can't, man. I can't wait till it starts. I'm going to be excited for everything. It's going to be good. More than likely, I'll be at my office. Well, no, I'll be here, actually. Oh, that's right. I'll be here. So I'll be handling business, but also keeping up with the games.
Yes, sir. And shout out Michigan for making the NIT.
Shout out UNC for making the NIT.
Shout out.
Not in it.
Hey, it feels good when your rivals doing bad, baby.
Ohio State is out too. My goodness. It's a good day. It's a good year.
Great day.
Great day. Appreciate you fellas for coming on. That's it for the show. I don't really have any final words for now. I'm just excited for the tournament. Glad we was able to get the selection Sunday. Shout out to Carl. He the one that wanted to do this. You know, he had the idea up, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. We had some other ideas to try to get it done, but you know, it was last minute. But I feel like it was a success. We was able to get Teddy to come on, so appreciate you, Teddy, for getting on. If y'all got final words, by all means, go ahead.
I just got one word. NCAA commission. Why? Why y'all do us like that? Why? I thought y'all wanted us to be good. Don't y'all want to see us be successful? Did us dirty. Go ahead, Teddy.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure being on here. Just World Baseball Classic. It's going crazy right now. PR is playing right now against Venezuela. They're down 4-0 in the first inning, but long game. So it's a big one.
I do have one last thing to say. I still think it's disrespectful you put us at a 5 seed, but it's all
facts.
It's all good. It's all good because all you did was set us up to be angry so we can win this tournament. So thank you. So no thank you, but thank you, NCAA Commission. So it's all good. Like I said, man, we out of here. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.